Hey there, YouTube. We're going to jump into our brand new segment. I'm geeking off this coffee. All right, YouTube. Brand new segment coming up. Since we cover the fascist takeover of the United States so closely, I figured we should have a special section just for the fascists. And here it is. Get that. Here it is. Here's our new segment. Fascist Update. Fascist Update with the News Underground, where we're going to cover all the latest fascist news, all the insane right-wing bullshit, all their insane takeovers. Welcome to the Fascist Update. We're going to start it off right here. You'll see what I'm talking about if you're not quite sure what the fuck's going on. But a quick update. Thank you, Woke Patriot in the Discord. Is this allowed? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, my browser's doing that thing. Oh, fuck nuts. Okay, hold on. I know how to fix this. Fuck, this ruins the flow. My flow! Okay, hold on. All right, close all these windows. Yes. Yes, okay. All right, now, please, for the love of God, reopen everything. Okay, reopen that, but not... Okay, all right, anyway. Okay, I can keep the flow going. The flow. 1 second, let me just get this one reopened. No, the next one. Yeah, just restore this one. Okay. I'll take care of the rest. Well, and my baby is crying because my wife is probably changing his diaper. Oh, it's all happening at once. Anyway, fascist update, folks. Here's a quick rundown from the Lincoln Party. I know, the Lincoln Party, yuck. Ugh. Lincoln Party yucks. The glowies breaking your browser. Oh no! But here's just a little taste of where the right-wing party is going. And look, folks, this is fascism. This is not Godwin's law. This is legit. These people want it, even if they don't call it fascism, even if they don't, they don't think that they're not comfortable with those things. It is what it is, folks. Okay, they want a full theocratic dictatorship. You want to get all specific. Oh, they're really more authoritarian than they are fascistic. Blah blah blah. What the fuck ever. Fascist is as fascist does, and these people are fascist. Okay, they want to take over. They want to tell you what you can and can't do with your fucking, with your genitals. They want to tell you what you can and can't do with your kids. They want to tell you what you can and can't read, what you can and can't watch on TV and the movies and the video games. They want to control your fucking life from birth to death. These people are fascists. Okay. And stop with the debate. Stop with because they need the debate, right? Because as they grow more powerful and more prevalent, we're still having a debate about what is and isn't fascism. Whoa! Thank you, Woke Patriot.
Up next, the Biden crime family.
Why are we at CPAC?
Donald Trump!
Bathrooms. Just say that one word.
The electioncrimebureau.com.
So go to Kids Medals, it's kind of catchy, .com.
Wokeness is a virus more dangerous than any pandemic, hands down.
Look, I hope Joe lives to be 110.
Hands down?
And he dies in prison? Oh, getting ahead of myself.
These freedom cities will reopen the frontier.
Well, Hillary Clinton deleted 33,000 emails.
Nikki Haley at 10%.
Boo!
I love this crowd.
Stormy Horseface Daniels, no attraction. No affair, I call it no affair.
I don't even watch the mainstream media at all.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool. Okay, look, I'll keep resizing the video then, but I thought it'd be cool to do that. But yeah, I'll just have fun with this for a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that.
Anymore. I don't read the papers.
Losing is bad because losing is bad.
I'm going crazy.
Now you can call me a sexist pig or a sexist cow or a
sexist cow seems about right.
Sexist unicorn.
Do we want to have more people?
How much money has this man spent on prostitutes? Let's just throw out a number. Just throw out a number. I'm going to go ahead and say $6 million.
Cow or a sexist unicorn.
Do we want to have more people kneeling in protest or kneeling in prayer?
Oh,
the
no.
answer is simple. Let us pray to the Lord.
Steve Bannon is somewhere in the crowd. He's a modern-day George Washington.
I call him the patriotic stud muffin.
You know, we are addressed as MAGA extremists, extreme MAGA Republicans, and I would like to make just a clarification point. It's ultra MAGA.
It's ultra fucked. It's ultra fucked. All right, so there you go. I'm just going to be rocking through these clips. I mean, they basically make my point for me, that these people are unashamed fascists and that they are fully interested in taking over your life. So here's how, just listen to this. Tucker Carlson takes an article about environmental racism out of context, insists that it's part of the media's Rwanda-style race hatred that could lead to white genocide. Quote, just by breathing, white people are hurting others. Why don't you just genocide them at this point? So why am I showing you this clip? The reason why I'm showing you this clip is because this kind of language pre-stages more offensive violence against the left, right? Because you guys are coming after us. This is a white genocide. If we don't get you, you're going to get us first. We're fully justified in using violence against you. That's why this language is so fucking scary, right? Because this is setting the stage for something far more brutal.
Saddest polls ever came out the other day. Rasmussen found that nearly half of African Americans.
Does he do that intentionally? This man's been in news longer than this guy's been in news a long time. Rasmussen, you've literally never read Rasmussen? All right, we'll start it over.
Well, one of the saddest polls ever came out the other day. Rasmussen found that nearly half of African Americans, 47%, don't agree with the statement it's okay to be white. That's just awful. Of course, it's awful. Why is it happening? Well, in part because the media for the last several years have pushed Rwanda-style race hatred on the entire population. And far from getting better, it's getting worse. Where does this wind up in the end, you wonder? Well, the LA Times just published a piece with this title, and we're quoting, "How White and Affluent Drivers Are Polluting the Air Breathed by LA's People of Color."
And look, some of this shit, some of the, it's like, there is, because like the neoliberals hyper focus on race and gender because they refuse to do anything about, financial issues, economic issues, right? Political issues. Basically, it's perfectly fine for a neoliberal to let you put your gender identity on your license, on your license, card, but are we going to actually do something to make the healthcare system more equitable for LGBTQ people? No. We're not going to do anything truly substantive. But yeah, no, these labels and things like that. Yeah, we can, that's fine.
Oh, right. We looked this up. It was written by yet another decadent rich kid who went to Harvard Westlake, the most expensive private school in Los Angeles. But here,
all these people go to Ivy League schools. What is he talking about?
He's claiming in the LA Times that just by breathing, white people are hurting others. Why don't you just genocide him at this point? Like, what is this? It's bad, is what it is. We don't need to hate each other on the basis of color in the LA Times.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. No.
Just stop pushing this along with the rest of the media.
Yeah. So they're anti-racist. That's why they're going to implement some of the most racist policies ever conceived. Tucker Carlson is a nihilist, a true nihilist, probably one of the most popular and powerful nihilists on the planet. Moving on. See here. Here we have just a minute of what the young Christian youth at the Freedom Center, being interviewed by the Freedom Center, standing for freedom. This is all freedom, 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 red, white, and blue, and freedom, 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 freedom. This is all freedom, folks. It's the freedom to do exactly what we tell you to do, or we'll use violence. That's what it's the freedom to shut the fuck up about your different opinions and praise Jesus. That's the freedom they're talking about.
There is no neutral ground. Ground is either claimed by God or counterclaimed by Satan.
And once again, this is staging for violence. This is the language that stages. Look, the violence was, we have to defend ourselves. This is all about defending ourselves.
Everything. God is the creator of everything, and he is the ruler of the universe, and Satan is trying to counterclaim it. He's trying to claim marriage. Marriage is not his to claim. It's God's. He's trying to claim sex. God created mankind male and female. And there's nothing hateful for a Christian to say that. That's
Yeah, because that's all they're doing is just saying that and then living their lives in peace. They're not doing everything within their power politically and otherwise to intimidate LGBTQ people to stop existing, to stop living comfortably in public. Stop doing that. That's all. But all they're doing is just saying something. You know what I mean? The framing is so dishonest. You're not doing that. You're showing up to guns at libraries. You know what I mean? You're passing laws that that are forcing people to not to not even be allowed to live as they would comfortably.
It's actually the most loving thing you can do. True freedom. If we want standing for Freedom Center. I love that so much because what does it mean to stand for freedom? Well,
freedom for me, not freedom for you.
Freedom.
True freedom is freedom for me, but not freedom for the things that make me uncomfortable.
True liberty is to be free to be who God created you to be.
See, exactly. You're free to listen to God, and that's it, son. There's no middle ground. God is either conquering or we're losing to Satan. You're free to listen. You're free to listen to my specific dogma, or you're free to die. That's the fucking rhetoric.
Everybody to be who God created them to be in every area of life. And if we're not standing for that in every area of life, if Jesus isn't king,
this is all being normalized.
Area of life, then what are we doing? Are we really submitting to Jesus as Lord?
Yeah, what are we doing? We have to fight a war against the left. Jesus wanted this. He wanted full assimilation by force.
Jesus isn't just Savior. He also must be Lord of our lives in every area.
By law. By law. By law. Oh, you bet, McCurious, 100%. And Nick, he's a donator, dude. He's got a little crown in his chat or whatever the fuck. You betcha, 100%, Groiper. Okay, I actually already showed this one. Let's get some tunage. Fuck's my tunage. Ron DeSantis, 100. Listen to this. Listen to this. Let me get this in here. I want to keep showing Hitler and the fucking rest because this is important. Look, I know Godwin's law. These people are fucking fascists. God damn it. I need to keep reinforcing this. Look, fascism is dangerous. Fascism means you get fucking destroyed. You assimilate or die. That's fascism. There's no middle ground. There's no fascism, a little bit of fascism. Oh, no. It needs to grow exponentially. Ron DeSantis, $100 million for Florida private army raises some questions. Yeah, gee, maybe we should make this guy president. I think that's the question. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is requesting $98 million in funding this year to boost the Florida State Guard, which one critic has branded a private army, according to local network News 7. DeSantis revived the Florida State Guard, which was originally created for home defense during World War II. It's all legal, folks. It's all going to be legal. They're going to kick down your door and tell you what to do by force, and it's all going to be legal, folks. In 2022, and is now seeking to expand it from 400 soldiers to 1,500. Greetings from South Boston. It's your boy, Lenny. #1 financial contributor. Go Sox. Thank you, Lenny. Saying it is needed to help with emergency response measures and to back up the Florida National Guard. Unlike the Florida National Guard, which can be called up by the president, the State Guard cannot. So it's his own. You got him right, Kim. So it's his own little army, just for the state of Florida. A boogeyman for progressives. Yeah, to say the least. I'm so triggered. Yeah, 100%. I don't. Is Putin fascistic? I mean, he absolutely is fascistic. Is he full-on fascist, Hitler, Germany? No, not even close. Not even close. I will say, though, if he opens up another front, if he invades Moldova, that's straight out. That's pretty Hitlerian. You know what I mean? Opening up a second front while you're not even succeeding and winning on the first. That's pretty Hitlerian. But no, there's way too many differences to be like Putler, the Putler people. God Because let me tell you something. If Hitler had nuclear weapons, he'd have used them by now. Hitler would have used nukes. You know, it wouldn't have taken him a year plus to not use nukes. Invade. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Doesn't seem like a very good idea. See the Russian Twitter account threatening genocide on Georgia? Oh, great. Smart. I mean, at this point, though, I mean, it's really hard to tell between the people talking shit, pro-Russian people talking shit versus what the actual government believes. Anyway, a boogeyman for progressives. DeSantis is running second in opinion polls after former President Donald. We will have a full Ukrainian segment coming up. Don't you worry. President Donald Trump to win the Republican nomination as candidate for the 2024 presidential election, although he has not yet said he will contest. Come on. Approval. Unit disbanded. It was named World War II State Guard. It lay dormant. After which it would lay dormant for over 70 years. So he pulls some fucking... He must have had a meeting. He said, guys, I want my own force. I want my own... I want to be able to just... I just want to... if I see a protest or see something I don't like, I want to be able to, with my command directly, send this force to there. How can I do that? How is that possible? He had to have the meeting. It's not like he's a legal expert, right? So he had to order his people to find me something that would justify forming basically my own private army. Of course, I'm sure he never used that language. Lots of wokeism. We got to stop woke, war against the woke, all that shit. But he had to dig up some World War II shit when we thought we were going to get bombed by the Germans. Right? He had to dig that shit up to make this happen. This is the exact kind of shit that he's going to do when he's president. He's going to find esoteric laws and crusty old shit, whatever it takes to justify what his plan is. And that's what makes DeSantis so dangerous. He's the Trump with a plan. He's the fascist with an idea. He's not. It's not just about making his pile bigger. He wants to build something real. He wants to build something. He's motivated to do it. And he's ruthless enough to get it done. The only saving grace about DeSantis is that he has the personality of a spoiled lump of potatoes. Look at this fucking man. Looks like he just left 600 fucking suntan fucking booths. His skin looks so unhealthy. How does it look so unhealthy yet so pale? Anyway, private army. DeSantis interested in looking for any legal excuse to build a private army. Just a few more in this fascist update. Here's a little bit. Here's a little bit of what Fox News looks like. This is the fascist programming we're seeing on Fox News daily. This is coming in daily.
This kiddie drag scene has now gone global.
We teach our kids about woke baby and gay BCs.
It is a cancer on the country.
Illegals are shooting and eating our bald eagles.
Antifa are the ground troops of the Democrat Party.
All the Antifa attacks and, of course, all the BLM attacks.
A global...
BLM attacks? BLM isn't even a respected organization amongst progressives anymore. Attacks? We're the left is mad at BLM because they bought mansions and shit. That's not even close to what's happening. Not even remotely close to what's happening. BLM attacks. The protests that BLM participated in were actually 90% peaceful. 90% of them without a single issue. 10%. You have thousands of protests across the nation, across the world. And 10% of them, there's some property damage. That's actually pretty fucking good.
Totalitarian biotech surveillance state.
For the record, I was never into cocaine, unlike some at this table, whose names I...
The queer black Latina with cat ears feels uncomfortable.
What if there's toxic masculinity? Let's talk about toxic femininity.
It's like a girl that's crazy that might steal your car and burn your house down, but makes your toes curl.
Brilliant piece of sexual jujitsu, Sun Tzu.
They're basically canceling women.
How long would she hesitate before killing you?
Not long.
This kiddie drag scene has now gone...
Okay, yeah, wow. So that's 50 seconds. That's 50 seconds of Fox News. How do you feel, does your brain hurt? Mine does. And yeah, Mercurius is not incorrect. All the mainstream news outlets are echo chambers. They can't keep it real because advertisers demand that you can't keep it real. We got to sell them adult diapers, they say to Fox News. We got to sell them antidepressant pills, they say to MSNBC. Chem Goblin, what Fox News specializes, especially when they're talking about LGBTQ people, is they find some fringe of the fringe of the fringe, some 100 person Facebook group where they're talking about hormone treatment and the possibility of dads carrying babies and just outlandish, ridiculous nonsense. They find the fringe of the fringe of the fringe, and then they bring them right to the front, and then they pretend that this fringe is the norm. This psychopath that we found in just who has insane beliefs sometimes, who says insane things. This represents the entire LGBTQ party or group or interest group, right? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Because what happens is that people take these things at face value, and then they treat and they otherize these people who are just trying to live their fucking lives. Sometimes the idea that LGBT people and the interest groups can get it right and get it right every single time is ridiculous as well, which is a thing we see on the left, right? We can't criticize, we can't push back, that causes all kinds of issues in and of itself, doesn't it? Healthy debate needs to be happened about some of this stuff. At the same time, 90 from my personal investigations, you can see that on the Discord. If you want to check the Discord, it's !Discord in the chat. But if you check the general section, I've been posting a lot of stuff about these right-wing, pearl-clutching, fear-mongering about LGBTQ people. 99% of it is like not a fucking problem. Not a fucking problem. Like 1% of it, 5% of it, I don't know. Maybe we should have a discussion about that. I think maybe having a healthy debate about, bumping and grinding in front of toddlers. I don't know. You know what I mean? They're not even paying attention to what you're doing. But 95% of it, innocuous, not a problem. Drag queens dressing up like fairy godmothers and reading stories to kids. Not a fucking problem, dude. 95% of it. So here's our last bit. To the critics that tell me that, oh, come on, you're being hyperbolic. They don't want to use violence against the left. This is not framing for violence. This is them just being cynical and nihilistic and politically motivated. This is really just about getting votes and getting money. This won't lead to anything greater than that. Basically, it can't happen here. Here's a presentation at a church. That's all I'm going to say about it. You tell me what you think about this. This is a presentation at a church. Yeah, I agree with you, Lenny. This is a church. Terrorists.
Entonces vamos a hacer. Déjame pensar, cabrón. Seguro llega el resto. ¿Qué estás ciego?
I mean, if I was a 13-year-old boy and I lived in the middle of fucking nowhere and my church did this, I would think this is the coolest fucking thing in the world. Of course, as a grown adult, I see just how dangerous this is. Of course, the song is absolutely laughable. The staging of what it is totally laughable, but it is normalizing violence against those that we have otherized. It is and even if they're not aware, that's the other thing that's really quite spooky about this. The people that put this together, you know, that thought it was a good idea. Yeah, it was pretty base. Yeah. They actually are unaware of what they're building, of what they're creating. They don't understand that they are building a framework for the justification of violence against those that they have otherized. They don't think that. They just think they're reinforcing their values and what they believe in. They can't see the forest for the trees. So there you go, folks. That's been my fascism update for today's stream. Hope you enjoyed that news segment. We'll be doing that moving forward because there's just so much fascist news. You know, what's Steve Bannon up to? Well, yada yada. You know, all these different things. What's Tucker Carlson saying? What's the small face man saying? All these people. As much as I hate them, and as much as the left, you know, oh, what did Ben Shapiro have for lunch on the serfs? Right? You know, as much as the left obsesses over the right, they almost always miss the fucking point when it comes to their analysis of the right. Sometimes they don't, though. Right? You know, a lot of people, a lot of these commentators on the left, Humanist Report and other people are not afraid to call out what this is. They call it fascism like they should. But they are, you know, they're not pinpointing some of these more pernicious things sometimes. And I would definitely say the serfs are absolutely obsessed with the right wing, you know, and it really fucking bothers me. I really wish they would start organizing marches and using the incredible amount of time and resources that they've dedicated to politics to really do some effective politics, change something. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I was on a rant there. I didn't have time to ban this jackass here, so we'll just give you a little time out there. Go sleepy time. Go bye-bye. Yeah, I'm a tyrant, buddy. I know, I'm a tyrant. Oh, my free speech, no! Okay, moving on. That's our fascist update, and we're going to go ahead and move on over to our U.S. news. 1 second here. Let me just get this changed. Get the tunage going, dog. There we go.